fuzzy bits and chunks. My goodness. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. We got some new drops from Rare Beauty that I'm going to be reviewing for you all today. First up, I have one of the new shades of the Warm Wishes bronzer stick. I'm going to be comparing now the two lightest shades, also showing you guys some comparisons up against the Westman Atelier face trace stick. I also have here the two newest colors of the liquid blushes. We have Worth and Virtue. These are both limited edition. And then I also have one of the new lip oils, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the formula, whether I think any of these are worth it. So if you guys want to hear all of my thoughts, then keep watching. Okay, party people, let's get these products on my face. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you are new here, welcome, welcome. My name is Sophia. This is my channel that focuses on all things beauty and luxury. I am a huge makeup addict and I upload videos every single week focusing on beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. I do a lot of new beauty review videos. I do will I buy it styles of videos, helpful get ready with me's, favorites. We have a lot of fun on this channel and I love to help you guys figure out if you are spending your money wisely on what are normally some very expensive beauty products. I am going to be reviewing these products one by one. Timestamps will be down below. First, we're going to try out the bronzing sticks. Then I'm going to do the liquid blush. And then we're going to end with the lip oil. So buckle up, guys. All of these products will be linked down below. If you want to support my channel, shopping through my links is a good way to do so. So let's get into it. As promised, friends, first we're going to be talking about the Warm Wishes Effortless bronzer sticks. These retail for $26. This is not a new product. Most of you guys know this is a very popular product from Rare Beauty. But what they did is they did launch new shades that seem to be more so in like the neutral to cool tone category, more suitable for those of us who have a cooler skin tone, or maybe you just want to use this product as more of like a contour or a bronzer. So I picked up the lightest new shade, which is called Bright Side. I will be comparing this, friends, with the other lightest shade, which is called Power Boost. So let me show you, before I put them on my face, just swatches of these shades so you can get a sense of the tones. First off, we have the original lightest shade, which is called Power Boost. This is described as a true tan with neutral undertones. Let me know what you think, friends. I don't think this looks neutral at all. I think it actually looks quite warm. It's certainly fair for those of us that have fair skin tones, but this looks very peachy and warm to me. But let me show you what the new shade looks like. This is called Bright Side, and this is described as a soft tan with cool undertones. So right off the gate, they're describing this as being cool. And let me show you guys, obviously, a side-by-side of what these look like with Power Boost on the top, much warmer, and then Bright Side on the bottom, much more neutral, little bit cool. Let's get these bronzers on my face. And what I'm gonna do, friends, and I don't normally like to do this, I am gonna put one color on one side of my face and the other color on the other side of my face, because I actually do think it helps for you guys to see the comparison. So let's start off with this side of the face. I'm gonna be using the shade Power Boost. So this is the warmer color, and I'm going to use this as a traditional bronzer, and I'm going to put it on the high parts of my face, and I'm going to blend it out with a synthetic brush. I will link this brush down below. It is the best for cream products. It's literally my favorite. You can also use it for contour because it is slanted. See how this gives a nice little bit of warmth? I'm still on the fence on whether or not this shade is good for my skin tone because I'm neutral. So I like to go for something that has a little bit of a neutral tone. So I think it looks pretty natural, but I think undoubtedly, at least in my opinion, I would say that this is much more warm toned. We're kind of comparing more so the colors here, but in terms of the formula also, friends, this is a really nice formula. I can really tell why people love this product because it is very user-friendly. It is very effortless to blend. It kind of reminds me of maybe a creamier stick version of the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer because it has that sort of silicone-y blendability that you get from that bronzer. It's not sticky. It has a glow to it. It's not totally matte, but it has that sort of like dry touch finish that I think a lot of people really like. I think a lot of people get turned off by creams because they end up being sticky or they don't know how to use them. This is described as an effortless bronzer, and I actually do think it is quite effortless. I really like the formula. Now we're gonna go in with Bright Side. This is the new shade. This is the one that is described as cool. So that's what it looks like right there. If you guys want to see me use this more so in the hollows of the cheeks, I did just use this in a trying new makeup video that recently went live on my channel. So I will link that down below just in case you want to see me use this in a little bit of a different way. I'm trying my best not to mix the colors together. And there we go. We have Power Boost and Bright Side. You can kind of tell this side is a little bit more neutral. It doesn't pull gray on my skin tone. You know, if you have a warmer complexion, I definitely think that Power Boost is going to be more natural for you. If you have a cooler undertone, or if you want to use this more as like a contour, I would go with Bright Side. It's a subtle difference, but it's definitely there. I think that I can wear either of them. I think it's just going to be the type of mood that I'm in. If I'm going for more of like a minimal type of look and I want a little bit of like radiance and warmth to the skin, I will probably go in with Power Boost. But if I want to do a look where maybe like my eye look is more of a statement and I just want a very neutral canvas, then I'm going to go in with Bright Side. So hopefully that is helpful for you guys. As I mentioned, the formula is great. I think both of these colors are really good. I would just follow my recommendations in terms of picking out which one is going to be best for you. Now, I did promise you guys that I was going to compare Bright Side, the new shade, with the Westman Atelier Face Tray Stick in the shade Biscuit. If you guys are not familiar with this brand, this is a very pricey, very expensive clean beauty brand that is also sold at Sephora, and one of their most popular products, which I adore, are these face tray sticks. I use this as a contour, this shade Biscuit. It's more neutral, more cool tone. So a lot of you guys have been asking me, how does this compare to Bright Side in both the formula and the color? So let me show you guys some swatch comparisons right here. On the top, I have Bright Side, and on the bottom, I have the Westman Atelier in the shade Biscuit. I don't think that they're exact. I don't. They're close, but they really aren't exact. There is just something about this Westman Atelier shade that is a little bit more natural for my skin tone, especially if you are more fair. I like the fact that this has a very unique cool tone, but also slightly rosy hint to it. It's also a little bit darker, and I like that more if I'm trying to create a little bit more chisel onto my cheeks. In fact, let's actually layer it on top of what we have here, and I can show you guys. See how the tone is slightly darker and I just created a little bit of a shadow? It's definitely not exact, but I do think the Rare Beauty, being pretty affordable by Sephora standards, is a great affordable alternative. I also think that the Westman Atelier, the texture of it is more creamy, more of like a moisturizing cream feel, whereas I mentioned the ones from Rare Beauty, they have more of like that dry touch, kind of silicone-y type of feel. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but that's the way that they feel. So hopefully that helps you guys figure out which one is going to be worth it for you. I will continue to buy the Westman Atelier. Like, I don't think that this has been dethroned. I still really like it, and it takes me forever to get through one of these, but I do enjoy both, and I think that Bright Side is a good affordable alternative if you are looking for one. Let's get to the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. These retail for $23. These are also not new, but we do have 2 new shades. Apparently these are limited edition, as it says on the Sephora website. I don't know why. These are both very wearable shades that I think should be a part of the regular line. These blushes do come in both a radiant finish and also a matte finish, and both of the new ones are in the radiant finish. So let me show you guys some daylight swatches of these. By the way, everything that I film, all the swatches and the demos, everything is filmed in natural light so that you guys can see the most, natural depiction of all of these. So let me show you some daylight swatches of the blush. First up, we have Virtue. This is described as a beige peach. Once again, like such a nice neutral shade if you just wanted a nice kind of peachy tone that had a little bit more neutrality to it, so it kind of goes with any type of eye look. Then we have the shade Worth, and this is described as a true rose. Very similar to Virtue, but instead of being a peachy undertone, this is going to have more of a rosy undertone. Let's get these blushes on my face, and once again, I'm going to do one on this side and one on the other side because these colors aren't that far off. So I'm going to start off with Virtue. This is the one that was described as a beige peach. So I'll scrape off a little bit on the applicator. These are very pigmented, so you want to make sure that you scrape off the excess. I'm just going to apply a little bit right here. And once again, using my BK Beauty brush, I'm just going to blend all of that in. And it gives a really nice radiant finish. It's very dewy, but just like the bronzing sticks, it's not like sticky. I find that all of their products, at least these complexion products, they have that sort of radiant look without giving stickiness, which is why I think they are so popular. Let's layer them on a little bit more. so you can see if you can build this up. I think both of these shades also, they're gonna look really nice on a lot of skin tones. I'm curious, comment down below if you have a much deeper skin tone. Do these show up nicely on you, or do you think that you're gonna have to go for maybe some of the other brighter, deeper shades that are in the range? Because she does have some really vibrant shades that I'm very interested in trying. So this is Virtue. This is the beige peach shade. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful glow that I'm getting. I love this. And then we have Worth, which is the True Rose. Let's get this on the face. Oh, this is gonna be so nice layered on top of Bright Side. I feel like the rosy tone is gonna match really well with that bronzer. Everybody says that these are pigmented, and they definitely are, but not, I don't know. I thought that they would be a little bit harder to work with when I first started using them. I really don't think they're that bad. I definitely put on a little bit more than the other side. Put a little bit of the excess up here. But that is Worth. My goodness. These are both so nice, so romantic. They're definitely different enough that you could have both, but they're also very neutral. So I feel like these could pair with any type of look. If you like more browns and bronzes for spring and summer, I would go with Virtue. If you are really into kind of like the pink eyeshadow trend, then I would go with Worth. But I think having one on each cheek really shows you guys what the difference is there. Now, in terms of comparisons, when I was trying out these new shades, I instantly thought of the new Matte Beauty blush wands from Charlotte Tilbury that I reviewed for you guys. I got these in every single shade, did a review for you all. I absolutely love them. And so yeah, when I saw these new shades from Rare Beauty, I instantly thought of these. So I do want to show you guys just a quick comparison. I have the shades of the Rare Beauty on the left, and then I have the shades of the Charlotte Tilbury on the right. At the top, you can see the Pillow Talk shade. Then I have the Peach Pop shade. Then I have the Pink Pop shade. So as you guys can see, they aren't really exact. When it comes to the Charlotte Tilbury, definitely the Pillow Talk shade is the most neutral, but it's a little bit more of like a mauvey nude compared to these shades from Rare Beauty. That being said, you know, I was doing some comparisons of the formula. I do think that the Rare Beauty liquid blushes are a really good, affordable alternative to these ones from Charlotte Tilbury. They're about half of the price. So if you were looking at these and maybe you didn't find a shade that you wanted, or you just thought they were too expensive, I think these ones from Rare Beauty are a really good buy. They have so many shades to choose from. I think that the Rare Beauty, they have a little bit more of like an oily or dewy finish. I think that the ones from Charlotte Tilbury, they still have a nice natural finish, but I feel like they grip the skin a little bit more. I think they're just a little bit more long wearing, but honestly, the difference is like they're kind of negligible. If you want something that is a little bit more matte, you can always get the matte finish from Rare Beauty. So I just wanted to share my thoughts there. I think that the Rare Beauty are a really good affordable alternative to these ones from Charlotte Tilbury. And now for the newest product from Rare Beauty that I know you guys are all curious about. These are the new Soft Pinch Tinted Lip Oils. Just looking at my notes here, these retail for $20, and it is described as an innovative gel to oil lip tint that hydrates and nourishes with a soft pinch of dewy color that stays comfortable, never sticky, all day. I got this in more of a nude shade. This is the shade Honesty, which is described as a nude brown. I'll show you guys some swatches of what this looks like in the daylight. It's a very neutral shade. I'm gonna demo it for you guys today and share some of my thoughts. First off, this is what the applicator looks like. It's just a very basic kind of flat, bendy doe foot applicator. There's no scent, there's no like yummy, you know, flavor or anything like that. I don't know why I always think that there's going to be when it comes to a lip oil, but this does not have any scent. Let's just get this on the lips and I can tell you guys my thoughts. Now, I know I have very pigmented lips, but you can probably tell I'm really not getting much from this. Like, I really am not getting any pigment at all. Let's scoop a bunch out and get this on the lips. Let's see if we can layer it up. It has a little bit of a strange taste. I'm not gonna lie. Like a fresh taste, almost like you were about to put a stick of gum in your mouth and you got like a little hint of the mint, but you didn't chew the gum. I don't even know what I'm saying here, friends. You get a little bit of like slight minty freshness, but it's not like those plumping glosses where you feel that little tingling, and these don't promise to be plumping. I know I only have one color here, friends, but these really don't give me a lot of pigment. I'm honestly not super impressed with this formula at all. I think it looks lovely. It's not sticky as they mentioned, but they say that it's supposed to be pigmented and they say that it's supposed to be long wearing. I don't think that these are long wearing. I think that they're just okay. The feeling is very moisturizing. It has a really nice feel to it. But I think for me, just personally, if I'm going to go this route with a lip product, I either want something that's going to be pretty pigmented and leave a bit of a stain, like the Fenty lip stains that I reviewed for you all. I absolutely love those. Or I want something more like the Dior lip oil, or the Merit lip oil is actually a really good affordable alternative. It's about half the price. I like those because they're very shiny, they're very luxurious and kind of rich feeling. And with these, they feel very moisturizing. They look really nice, but I just don't think there's anything special about them. For $20, you could probably get something very, very similar at the drugstore, if I'm being totally honest. Ironically, this shade is called Honesty. I don't think there's anything super duper special about them. The other thing is that I noticed that when I was swatching this on my hand, little bits of the applicator, see how the applicator is kind of like this red, I don't know, fuchsia type of color? Little bits of the applicator were coming off onto my hand. I feel like it's super hard to see on camera, but if you really rub it, you're like, what are these weird little fuzzy bits and chunks that are on my swatch? And I realized that it's from the applicator, which I didn't really like that. Comment down below if you've had that issue. I didn't really notice it when I put it on my lips, but I noticed it when I was swatching it because of just the lighter tone of my skin on my hand. So yeah, in general, just not very impressed with the lip oil. In fact, let's sum up all of my thoughts of all of these products, starting off with the bronzer sticks. Really like the formula. I think that in general with all of these products, Rare Beauty has done a really good job in keeping their prices kind of in that like $20 to $30 range, where a lot of other brands that are at Sephora, they are well above that. So I think in general for Rare Beauty, you're getting a lot for your dollar. This is a really great formula. I think it's a good alternative to a lot of other luxury formulas that are out there. I don't necessarily like this more than the Westman Atelier. I think some other alternatives would be the LYS bronzer stick, the Milk Makeup bronzer stick. Those are all good as well, and they're kind of within the same price point if you're looking for maybe a better shade for you or something that's like a couple dollars less, etc. I think that the new shade Bright Side, really good if you want something that's more of like a contour bronzer if you're a cooler tone. Going towards the blushes, I think both of these are insanely beautiful. If you already have a lot of these in your collection, I don't think that you need to rush out and get these. You know, if you were looking to try one of these, the Sephora sale is coming up very soon. I will be doing recommendations videos for you all, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to hear what I think is the best of the best to pick up from that sale. And I think that these would be something really great to pick up. In fact, I think I'm going to be picking up more shades of these because I like them so much. But I don't think that you need to like rush out and grab these just because they're limited edition. There's kind of some other similar shades in the line, but nonetheless, these absolutely stunning. And then finally, as I mentioned, the lip oils, I don't like the taste of these. I don't think the formula is like mind-blowing. I think they're just hopping on this lip oil trend. I would like for them to be either a little bit more pigmented or a little bit more like luscious and luxe and kind of oily feeling. They aren't a bad product. I just don't think this is something that you need to go run out and get. I would pick up the ones from Merit because they're about the same price, but I like them a little bit better and they have some very elegant shades. I forgot to mention this earlier, friends, but this product does tint the lips ever so slightly. I'll show you what it looked like when I wiped the swatch off my hand. It's not as much as the Fenty lip stains. It is more of a tint. So hopefully that's helpful for you all. If you like a little bit of a tint on your lips, you might enjoy these, but I think my opinion on these still stand. I either wish they were more tinty or I wish they were more glossy, but they are very much just kind of in between, and I don't really like the sort of minty chemically taste that I get from them. All right, my friends, that is all I have for you today. Now it is your turn to sound off in those comments down below and let me know what you thought of all of these. Was this video helpful for you? Did you get any of these? And if you did, you must let us know your experience so that we can help each other out. Do me a favor, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really, really helps me out. I'll be linking all of these products down below in case you want to shop through any of my links. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with that, friends, I hope that you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.